Well. Greetings once again, everyone. This is your boy, Iceman, aka Big Aaron. Been a while, but life be life, and sometimes that's what they say. Um, this is the first show I think I started by myself. I'm expecting some others maybe to join me shortly, but I felt as though it was important to get this thing started as it's a conversation that's near and dear to me. So let's jump right in. The title: Cooking, Conduct, and Culture. Anyone who knows me knows that cooking and conduct are at the forefront of who I am, um, right below motorsports. But forget about that for now. Um, and lately, there's been a new content creator that combines cooking and a unique style of dance Black community likes to call twerking. We had a conversation earlier today on DJ Hamp's channel. This might be risky. Check out that show. Shout out to Hamp and everybody over there. The show is called Degenerate Community. Hashtag TMBR Risky Midday, featuring DJ Hamp and the lovely Sherelle. And it pretty much took a look at um, what's considered degenerate behavior in the community, and they shone a bit of a spotlight on um, this new content creator. Shout out to TJ from Through the Fire podcast here with you for a little bit. Yeah, man, not gonna be here for too long, but let me drop the link because I would actually like to get. You know what? I want to get your perspective as one that was missing. So if you can, feel free to hit the link. The topic isn't really an unknown. I don't think it requires a lot of prefacing. Um, but I would like to hear your take on this whole thing. Um, it seemed like there was a bit of mixed opinions. It seemed like for the most part, folks thought it was degenerate behavior, but there are some supporters. I've seen other channels, support what she's doing, and I'm not saying we shouldn't support, someone trying to get it out of the mud, so to speak. But we have to be careful with our image, right? And for the longest time, the image of black people in America has been under siege, under scrutiny, um, and underdeveloped, in my opinion. I don't think we're nearly as formal or clear as we are with one another, and I don't think we present ourselves in a way which says we give a fuck about our image. So it's of no wonder that the world treats us the way it does, and I'm not condoning mistreatment, abuse, segregation, or prejudice. I'm not saying that, but it'd be hypocritical to ask, you know, for a great deal of respect and then behave in a manner that isn't deserving of a great deal of respect. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Especially if we're going to respect one another or ourselves individually. So, yeah, I'm going to try to queue up here a couple of key points. There were some key arguments made in that show earlier today. Um, just to try to generate uh, some fuel for thought, so to speak. Let's see here. Now, and so again, I like the fact that this young lady is cooking with Kaya, right? Let's just get that out of the way. But I like the fact that this young lady is promoting the idea that women in the household should be open to, willing, and capable of cooking for her family, for her man, right? I support that premise 100%. Um, I think a woman should be able to cook, should be able to cook very well. Um, but at the same time, I think there should be a level of decorum to the present, or a level of dignity with which the presentation is offered, right? And I don't think twerking, or or even if it's jokingly making the claim that cook for your man, or if you don't, I will, or suggesting that you will steal another woman's man, that right there to me reads sheer toxicity. It's toxic, it's ratchet, um, and it's malicious. To be honest with you, it is clearly malicious. But more so the behavior of twerking, and we've seen women twerk in restaurants, right? I am totally against that. I don't think that twerking in a restaurant is acceptable behavior. I certainly would not accept it um, from my daughter or my wife. I mean, my wife would never, right? She would never do such a thing. But if I found my daughter exhibiting such behavior, in fact, here, let me present an example. Um, this is that video where the Dallas restaurant owner found women twerking in his establishment. And here, let's take a look.
Is responding after video of him yelling at customers went viral.
All this twerking, take it to Prime, take it to Pink. Don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. If you want to do it, get out my restaurant because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture.
It started with some customers standing on furniture and twerking. Music played inside True Kitchen Plus Cocktails. Owner Kevin Kelly says before the viral video was recorded, he asked the women to stop dancing and sit down. The viral video shows him addressing the whole restaurant, saying he invested a lot of money into it so that Black people can have somewhere nice to go and feel good. The video spread quickly online, many saying Kelly addressed the situation poorly. He later posted on the restaurant's Facebook apologizing for using salty language, but not for calling out the women. He also posted other videos showing what the women were doing and how workers and management responded before he addressed the whole restaurant. Katie Johnston for CBS 11 News.
Right. So now, as someone that worked in the restaurant business, someone who owns a catering company and all this sort of thing, um, I don't know how I would have responded if I came into my place of business, namely a restaurant, and found that sort of behavior going on from my customers. Absolutely, 100%. The first thing is you can get the fuck out. You can get out of my restaurant. I don't need you in here. I don't need your business. I don't know. And if that's what's required to even be in the restaurant business, then it's not for me. And I used to be in the nightclub business. Reserve that shit for that. Even still, don't dance on the tables. When I worked in the nightclub business, when I had a nightclub, that was a rule. I was a bouncer in nightclubs for God knows how long. Had my own joint, was a managing partner anyway with some people on a place, and you get your ass on the table, and that's a get your ass out ticket real fast. TJ asked a question. Kevin Samuels used to ask, "How much do you cost?" He said, "For your cooperation, submission, your behavior," implying that Black women's image is for sale. Yeah, I mean it is, and I do believe that this young lady that's doing this cooking bit while twerking, I think she's selling the gimmick of twerking in order to drive, her cooking platform. And let me be honest. I didn't go into depth in her cooking, but I've seen her do one or two things that said enough for me. Her cooking isn't even really all that great. I mean, it's at best the average of what you're going to get. I mean, anybody can produce it. I think I saw her making what appeared to be a steak quesadilla. And I said this on DJ Hamp show. she cuts the steak up into bits and then cooks it in the frying pan. Now, if you're trying to teach people how to cook on a level that's beyond what the average person is capable of, that is not how you do it. You would want to cook that piece of meat whole and then remove it from the pan, let it rest, and then cut it, right? Because you don't want to lose the juices. And when you cut it up and lose the juices, now the juices run out into the pan and they prevent you from getting that nice sear and putting that nice color on the steak. It's just all going to turn gray. So now you're going to have gray, tough, dry pieces of meat in your quesadilla rather than having juicy, tender, colorful, well seared pieces of meat. So I don't know if really cooking is the lesson she's really. That's a fundamental faux pas, in my opinion. That's not like knowledge only given to those who are working in Michelin star establishments. I don't see it as being that. I see that as just the difference between your average home cook and a good cook. Like that's the difference between a person at home and a person going to Chili's, right? Or Chipotle even, right? People go out and get garbage food because they can't produce it at home because of those little techniques and steps. So what are you really teaching people? You're not really teaching people anything they don't already know. There's no real clear health advantage to, I saw some images of some stuff she's doing and it all looked artery hardening. Um, you know, so Natasha, good to see you in the chat. We're owed reparations in epic. Right. So let's shine a light on one of my flaws, consistency. Between gout and wrapping things up for the, fiscal year and getting into other business ventures, I've expanded into courier service. Anyway, things that are inconsequential to the audience. But yes, I absolutely am going to bring back food for thought. Another thing is I would like to get a more professional space to use, more professional equipment, just provide a more polished product. I'm looking back at a lot of it, and it was hard to look at, it was hard to see and hard to keep track of, and it just didn't look professionally. I felt like I was doing you a disservice. So, but yes, you are owed reparations. Reparations in Epic, and they are soon to come, sooner than you think. Actually, we've missed the cooking show, so yeah. Thank you for your support, and for the accolade. You know what I mean? But that kind of goes to the point I'm making about the kind of cooking that if you're going to get onto the internet and try and claim you're teaching people how to cook, that's kind of the way you would want to look at it. And what I was doing was very simple. I mean, none of it was something that you can't do at home. It didn't include anything. Shout out to Sharon in the building. What's going on, my man? Feel free to hit the link. But same to you, Natasha. But yeah, none of what I do is impossible. I mean, it's delicious, but it wasn't impossible. It's just something that you normally would see in a restaurant and don't think you can do. And I just wanted to show people that you can actually do it because it is really, really simple and easy, right? But that's the difference. It's something that folks normally can't. I mean, folks can cut up beef, put it in a pan, and make a quesadilla. Do they know the tips and tricks to do it properly? No, but so teach that. Um, but again, placing all of this behind the facade of twerking, I don't know that that is an image that we want to promote, especially for Black women. When Black women say that they're overly sexualized, then what the excuse me, because I'm getting passionate. I just saw my daughter walk in the room. What the hell are you doing? No wonder you're being over sexualized. You're sexualizing yourself. One thing I believe about Black men in the Black community is that we need to seize control of our own image. We've lost control of it. We've let the opposition take control of it. some would submit, and I do believe, and there are many cases where the black women have taken control of it and done with what they want with it. But it's up to black men, and it's up to ultimately all of us as individuals to seize control of our image. Don't let other people dictate your avatar. If you do that, they're not going to have your best interest in mind. I don't care what anybody says. You can't believe that they will. I certainly don't. And that's exactly why I comport myself the way I do. It's exactly why I move and behave with dignity. I respect people. I speak properly. I use the English language properly. It's the language I was raised on. And if I'm going to speak another language, I'm going to speak that language as properly as possible. You know, I address people by their name. I use words, sir, ma'am, sup. It's not good enough. Good evening, good day, good afternoon, good morning. We are grossly out of touch with the subtle formalities that will ultimately polish our self-image. You cannot be so far out of touch with that which influences your self-image and then complain about the image the world sees or how they perceive you. That's directly in your control. You cannot perceive me as a bank robber because guess what? You've never seen me don a ski mask, pick up a 38 short, and walk into a bank making demands. So you can't perceive me as such. In fact, when I go into a bank, I don't go into banks with sneakers on. The bank. Not doing it. I go in there with shoes on. Maybe jeans, a button-up jacket, a sweater, a cardigan, boat shoes, loafers. I don't go into my attorney's office with sneakers on. You know what sneakers are for? The damn gym. Tennis, basketball. The supermarket, sure. A long walk. Commutes on foot. Hikes. That's what they're for. When you go into a professional establishment and conduct professional business, attire yourself professionally. And don't go in there, sup. I beg your pardon. What are we doing here? If you want to teach black women that they should have the skill, ability, and willingness to cook for their family, meals that are healthy, diverse, and cook for their men, then do so in a manner that is conducive to that. And I said this in DJ Hamp's show earlier. I said, look, you want to throw some sex appeal in there, fine. I get it. Because yes, men are, and again, I appreciate men always complain about, she doesn't cook, she doesn't shut the hell up, you know what I mean? She doesn't really care about my sexual interests and all this sort of thing. She doesn't want to, cater to my sensibilities as far as, sexuality is concerned. So, okay, and this is your attempt at solving that. Okay, I got you. Good. Very well. Well, there's a date on the calendar. Not many of you know. I know it's on the calendar in this house, March 14th. It's exactly 1 month forward of February 14th. And what's February 14th? Yeah, right. Valentine's Day. That's the day where all the men go out and, wait on women hand and foot, flowers and teddy bears and chocolate and restaurants and rented vehicles and hotels and all this happy horse shit that we don't care about, but they like, right? But they get that. And it's useless to get all that fuss because we don't like fucking chocolate. We don't like fucking flowers, right? Why take me to the restaurant the next day when I just took you to the restaurant today, But on March 14th, there's a holiday called Steak and BJ Day. And what it is, it's a response or an answer to Valentine's Day. Gentlemen, you should make this a part of your narrative. And women, I think you should make this a part of your modus operandi. If you've had a good Valentine's Day, then he should have a good March 14th, steak and BJ. And now what do men like? We like steaks and we like fellatio, right? That's kind of the assumed norm. And I mean, there's a vulgarity to that, but that's men, right? So, but the point I'm making is, if she wants to introduce a sexual element to her show, reserve it for that. If you want to, put on something a little bit more provocative, or you want to execute a move that's provocative, twerk or whatever, weave it into the meal that you're preparing for. That's the day where you make a steak and a loaded baked potato. You make creme brulee for dessert. If you know how to make that shit. You think she knows how to make it? I don't know. I can show her. Check it out right here on the War Report. It's called Food for Thought. I think it was episode 2. Check it out. Panna cotta, creme brulee. Make those items. Caesar salad, an actual Caesar salad. Just don't go get romaine, cut it up, put it in a bowl, and dump a bunch of Paul Newmans on it. It's not Caesar salad. Get a coddle egg, some nice fruity olive oil, Parmesan cheese, lemon, anchovy. Right? Do this thing the right way, and then if you want to, get sexy with it, then that's fine. But for your entire image, your entire platform, your entire avatar to be propped up on two things. One is cooking and the other one's twerking. And then for the cooking to be ho-hum, substandard, subpar, and unhealthy. A for effort, E for execution. I don't think it's well executed. I don't know. I don't think it does anything for the Black image. But I appreciate, like I said before, what you're trying to get accomplished. I mean, I'm nobody's hater. I can see it. You know what? I would like to invite Sharon here. Let me see if I can. I would like to see what Sharon's opinion, if Sharon's still here, what his opinion on this is. Let me post the link. I mean, any of you are more than welcome. I would like to know what his opinion is, because his opinion can kind of be opposite. Now let's start a fire. World class. You're more than welcome to hit the link. I'm talking about Cooking with Kia. Hey, he says you're wrong. Yeah. I would like for you two to come up here, and I can. You know what? I can almost narrate that. I can tell you how it's going to go. World class is going to go. This young lady is behaving like a reprobate, a Philistine, and a youth of low class. And Sharon's going to go. She's a young woman of enterprise, getting her thing started out here in this content creation world. She's attractive, whatever that means subjectively. Objectively, she would fit whatever boxes or criteria most folks say should be checked, and that she's promoting women to cook for their men. And how dare we? I bet you that's the premise of the back and forth if they show up. And I hope they do. Click the link, please. That would be hilarious. But no, and in that case, I would lean more toward the sign of world class while acknowledging, what she's trying to do. Now, but let's talk about image, right? Because that's really what has me kind of balled up about this. Image is not everything. It's the only thing. It's the only thing we really have for the world to see. Because anything beyond what the world sees, the world does not care about. It does not give a shit about who you know yourself to be. That's for you. The world only cares about, what do they say? First impressions are the lasting impression, the most lasting or the greatest impression. This is your image. This at stake. Anybody that supports this behavior, I would ask yourself, would you promote this for your daughter? If you're a married woman, is this something that if you behave this way for the public to see, what just happened? I don't know. But anyway, would you be confident if your man was okay with you behaving like this? And if you're a man, would you be okay with your wife behaving like this in public? Is this behavior that you would expect from your mother, your daughter, your sister? Is this something? Is this an image that you? And then forget about perpetuating this image in public. Is this something that you want to sell? Because after all, this young lady is doing this presumably with aspirations or hopes of making money. Even if she's doing it pro bono, she's still doing it to impart a lesson. And unless your lesson is we should all be twerking, what are you doing? And if that's your lesson, well, you know what? And this is a good question. Didn't she complete her goal because now everybody is talking about her? Yes. Yeah, sure. And that's why I really limit the amount of times that I, say her name and mention the show. But I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I still see this as a teaching moment, right? I don't think it's as important to take away the spotlight and give up an opportunity to highlight the example of how to do it the wrong way, right? For example, Mustache Man, his name, we're not allowed to say his name on YouTube. I don't know why, but it's a forbidden name. It sounds like censorship to me, but that's another story. But every time we say his name, I mean, yeah, it puts a spotlight on him, but there's so many lessons that can be learned just by saying his name on what not to do. I always wonder where these people's parents are. At the same time, she's a legal adult, so I just hope she's teaching others how to cook a little bit more. Right. Well, I mean, and yeah, as far as youths are concerned, it's always the parents that I'm addressing, right? And if your parents are not present, you you got bigger fish to fry, pun intended. But and she is a legal adult, correct? Um, but I don't think she's beyond reproach or correction. Teaching others to cook a little more. Well, again, I mean, from my perspective, that leaves a lot to be desired. And listen, make no mistake, I am not under the delusion that my training and experience is commonplace, right? But that's why everything that all the cooking shows I've done never really alluded to that. They were always very approachable. We always used ingredients and made menu items that everyone is very familiar with, is very accessible, easy to use. All the techniques were easy. It's just stuff that folks just kind of don't know or didn't believe was the case. Maybe they just believed that it was more complex or difficult or unobtainable than it actually was. Right. And that's kind of what my perspective is. It's no, you can do this. This is super obtainable. In fact, you're already making things that are more unobtainable than this. But I don't know that she's really here we go. Teaching. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, the world class. What's going on, my G?
What's up?
Nothing to it but to do it, man, as usual, man. How you feeling these days?
Can't complain, man. If I complain, someone gonna fall. This guy hit me.
I hear you, man.
Very
Nobody's gonna listen anyway. So let me a little background color here. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it that way. And All right. So, yo, man, what's your opinion on this? Like, what do you think about this young lady?
Well, I actually did a video on her a couple days ago. I don't know how many days ago.
Did you? Shout out to the world class. Go hit them up, man. Feel free to drop your link in the chat, or if Miss Tasha, if you could be so kind to drop his link.
Yeah.
Feel free to spam this shit. But go ahead, man.
Yeah, but I think I just look. It's a week ago. I did it like last week. It just hit 2K views. Kind of jumped on this a little early and looking at other people's live on it. Content on it. A lot of different people that did it. Shout out to Mona D and them.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll address what you said first. It's your show. I've never. So my take isn't. So I reason it came across my feed because it's a young lady named her name Tay Bebe, something like that. She was reviewing it, and the first thing she let people know was that the sisterhood is in an uproar, and they upset about they are attacking this girl. They in her comment section, right? So I know it's kind of things have gone since then, and people be narrative switching. And certain sectors may look at her from a different perspective, but that's the perspective I got, is that the sisterhood is really after her pretty bad. They doing a lot of hating in terms of saying she ain't doing nothing, she can't cook, all she doing is twerking. And that's the perspective I got. So that was my video, was kind of responding to that. So her twerking, it really isn't a twerk, to be honest, but I was really working, and I seen video after video after video after video of these girls responding to it in kind, talking about she ain't doing stuff. So I'm like, what the hell are y'all mad about? So my take was about that. So of course, I mean, we can go through the aesthetics. She dressed like what they call the 304. She's making the statement of "I take your man," but so the outfit, twerking, not up to par, but the cooking looked decent. I'm vegan, so I don't really like too much of that. And it's just regular content, and she's doing stuff to antagonize them. So it seems that the sisterhood, I call them the sisterhoodlums, the narcissist sisterhood, are simply mad because, as I said in my video, she's appealing to men's pleasure, and they have a problem with that. And she's really going viral right now. She just did a video with DDG. I don't know if you're aware of that. And doing, collabs with people because men are sharing the content, and the women are actually boosting it up, same way they boost up Kevin Samuels, because they're mad of the attention that men are getting, the men are giving her, because she's, I guess, appealing to men's pleasure. And I identify it as that's the only thing it could be if you think about it, because y'all will twerk, like I said on my video, y'all will twerk at your grandmother's funeral. Y'all will twerk at the most inappropriate times in life. So it can't be that. It also can't be the food, because y'all foodies. Y'all women, black women, love to eat. So it's not the food and it's not the twerking. It's solely because you're cooking for men. And because you're catering to men, it's a big problem for you. And it's like, it starts to really be a pocket, and it starts to be a little bit more than, is this girl a degenerate or not? She probably is, but the degeneracy, well, just the content may be a degenerate. She hasn't really been doing too much. Oh, what you got? What was that?
My show producer here is making sure I have my lines to read.
Oh, good dog, baby.
I'm telling you. Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. Yeah, I look, I got to be on point, man. So you set them up. Thank you, dear.
Like you doing. That's what's up. So yeah, that's really how I look at it. It's just interesting to me. Like, I don't think she really would have. If she would have been, if she'd have said the opposite, like, ladies, you don't need to cook for your man, or we don't need our man, we're not making our men, our meals for these men, she wouldn't be popular. Nobody would know her.
Right.
The only reason she's popular, the only reason we know her, is because she is appealing to males, and females are upset about it. And that's pretty much it. I think guys are looking for that. So, she's blowing up. I mean, when I first came across her channel on YouTube, it was at, I think, like 11,000 subscribers. So that thing crazy now. That was like a week ago. So I think she's like at 20 or 25, something like that. So she's blown up, and I don't know. I don't really. It's weird. It's really weird, but I don't know.
I mean, good on her. You know what I mean? And like I say, I'm no one's hater, and I wish her the best. You know, and I will congratulate her success, because as a content creator, I've not seen those results. You know, at that rate of speed, nor do I expect to. You know, I hope she's aware of what she's doing, and I hope she's aware of the potential ramifications that come with it, the gravity of the responsibility that she has, right? And unfortunately, I mean, this is no slight to the youth, but I think the youth many times kind of go into things unaware of their responsibility. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, that's something that as we grow older, we become more acutely aware of the responsibility and the impact of what we're doing, and the impact it can have on the community around us, and the community abroad. You know, so I just hope she really buys into it. I don't know, you know.
Well, it just seems. I mean, she definitely recognizing the moment for the business aspect of it. I mean, she's making her rounds, really busting up the content at this point. I seen like her channel. She wasn't using it. She didn't change the name to Cooking with Kaya. It was her name, Kaya Renee.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I found that's what it was, I don't think she didn't switch it to that unless she done got a new one and that blew up that fast. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm about to look at it in a little bit. But like I said, I did this video. I posted a video a week ago. I recorded it, I think, a couple of days before that. So that was like 13 days ago, almost 2 weeks ago.
Is there any interactions or anything from there you want to share, or that can contribute to the conversation?
I pretty much said it. I mean, other than you just seeing the video, that's right. The same thing I said up here is what I said in that video. Yeah, other than just looking at the video edits that I took time out to do. It's just, again, I just break things down to the common denominator. My job is to find a problem, identify the problem, and eliminate. That's just how I design to operate. So I designed that as her being popular and coming up in our news feed, and is just because she's appealing to the male's pleasure, and that's really the target with the so-called sisterhood or the feminism, is they hate men's pleasure. They don't like men to have pleasure that they can't control.
Right.
Because I guess it's some type of scarcity value system there, whereas if there's a younger girl giving men too much, they'll get, I guess, the older ones or the whatever you want to call them. I guess they don't find that place. I don't know. But nothing else makes any sense as to why I witnessed. I mean, even on the viral stream, that she went viral on TikTok. She has a IG that has like 700 and something thousand followers too. Even on that video, even on the IG, which is not the millions of followers she has on TikTok, that got women in there talking about she ain't this, she ain't that. I'm like, what the hell? If the girl simply, she got back tattoo, well, she got back piercings. I forgot what they're called. Natasha might know what they're called. She got a couple tattoos. She, I'm pretty sure you've seen how she dressed. She looked just like them, but because she's not appealing, she look literally like them. She don't look no different from them. But because she's not on the feminist tip, I don't know. Even and then when she did the video with DDG, who I guess, I don't know if you know him, but he recently broke up with Halle Bailey's sister, Halle Bailey. He got this situation with his daughter. Guy that's known to treat women well, or whatever. She wasn't flirting with him. It was just business, and it was cool. So, I'm not gonna say I'm a fan or not a fan, but we will not tolerate any Kaya slander from the sisterhood, solely from them. They have lost credibility with me because she's invalidating them to and fro. And I think that's a part of the reason. I don't know how much content you watch. I really haven't exposed myself to a lot of red pill or manosphere rhetoric anymore. I watch the women more than I watch like the women that are talking about correcting women's behavior. I watch them more now than I watch anybody else. I ain't gonna say that a lot. I'm tired because that's supposed to be the point. Like if you were a manager,
Right.
you were brought to a new location. Your job is to get them up and running and being independent. And I think that's the purpose of bringing up issues and relationships between men and women, so the women can correct themselves and the men can correct themselves and go from there. But so I see a lot of female content creators, which is why I came across Kaya. And it was just it was weird to me. I was like, what? She makes the roux. They said all she make was Alfredo. I'm like, bro, get out of here, bro. She's making different meals, man. She's steak and I think she's doing some bacon stuff. But yeah, I watch. I think when you were doing your cooking, you and the guys were doing your cooking stream. I mentioned I watch. I have a lot of channels I'm subscribed to that do cooking.
Yeah.
At least like 3 or 4, and
Yeah.
so I'm aware of that sector. I like that sector too, but I think she does it justice. It's just new. She does cook. She makes the roux. She cleans. It's decent. But I just think
Yeah.
she got a little angle, and her little catchphrase is. Then you know what's crazy? A lot of the people have a catchphrase. A lot of the cooking
Yeah.
shows have catchphrases. Her just happened to be because she's young, attractive, slim, thick. You know, a lot of people dream girl. It's just interesting. So I don't know what you've heard. I'm interested in see what you think of it.
No, I mean, from our perspective, I agree with you, and that's why I was, sensitive to making sure that I'm giving her flowers for her intention, or just the underlying message, right? That
Mm-hmm.
women should be able, capable and willing to cook for her man and her family specifically, right? And that message that she's sending is a positive one, and one that I endorse personally. And you're right. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, there will be no slander from the sisterhood to that degree.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying she can't cook at all. I mean, she's not showing you, chicken ramen today, shrimp ramen tomorrow, beef ramen the next day. That's not what we're seeing. You know what I mean? But what we're seeing is like pretty much what folks just kind of know to do. You know what I mean? Like we're not doing chicken nuggets, dinosaur nuggets and,
Right.
and Alfredo out of the jar. You know what I mean? But that's not cooking. You know what I mean? Like she's doing what I believe most 9-to-5 Americans,
Yes.
middle class, you're 5 that married a 5. You know what I mean?
Right.
The guy that runs the post office, married to the nurse at the the shift nurse at the local hospice or whatever. They're married, they got their 2.2 kids, their twin town home, or their split level single.
Yeah.
The Honda Odyssey, and you know what I mean? And that's what they cook every night.
Yeah.
It's cool. I get it.
If that. And she's
Right.
not claiming to be a Michelin 1-star Michelin chef.
No.
And
Yeah.
it's definitely levels above Wendy's.
Yes.
Cook,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
home cooked meals. That's what men
Right.
want.
That's it. I just wish that I think if she just took the cooking level up just one notch, she wouldn't need to twerk to get the views. And I think it would be a two-pronged fix. A, it would be a repair on the image, and B, you would teach a little more of what folks don't know. Not saying that folks aren't learning, but I think folks from the bottom can learn what she's doing now. But if you step it up one level, folks at the bottom of the cooking ladder can still learn that. You don't have to learn what she's teaching you now to get to the next level. You can blow right by this.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause a lot of it includes very basic techniques anyway, like making a roux. You don't need to. You know what I mean? Like you can make a roux to make gravy, or you can make a roux to make beef bourguignon. A roux is a damn roux.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I just wish she would step it up. And again, I'm not saying she should be up here teaching us how to be sous chefs at Steak 48. All right, it's not what I'm suggesting. But I don't know. And maybe I am being a little condescending because I am a professionally trained culinarian, because I am at, the Michelin star level as far as my knowledge, expertise, and education. But I don't know. I just have high hopes for Black people, and I maintain and promote a high standard, as do you. You know what I mean? Like as
Yeah.
far as like language and
Yeah.
diction and grammar and all these sorts of things, which at the top of the show is another thing. I don't look kindly upon the misuse of language. If you don't have the discipline to communicate properly,
Yeah.
then I mean, Hamp says all the time, how you do one thing is how you do anything.
Yeah, it's
And
law of habit. How you do anything is how you do everything.
how you do everything. That's the one. That's the one. And so my follow-up question is, well, what exactly are we doing?
It's again, like I said, if it was brought another way, I probably would see it a different way. But the way it was brought is that the sisterhood is upset. That being said, one, I think her angle, we could look at the cooking and everything. Her angle is definitely antagonistic. It's not a question. And it's raunchy because in addition to the twerking shit, she does certain stuff. The baby's around. She does.
No, she's out of here. She's in the other room.
she sprays.
Appreciate it.
She sprays the what is that? The whipped cream. I just bought some whipped cream. So she's fully like, I'm appealing to males type. You know what I'm saying?
That's all out. She gets a can of ready.
She's taking screwing the top off and just dumping it. She's all in on. I'm whatever, whether it's a role, whether it's intentional, she's all in on. Yeah, I'm appealing to the males. This is for the men, and that's got her going because there's nothing special about the cooking outside of what you see. I see a lot of stuff, a lot of cooking videos all the time, but I'm not trying to substitute. I mean, even though I don't follow nobody on Instagram, I see a lot of cooking stuff on Instagram.
All over the place.
Almost every time you're gonna find some cooking stuff. So if you click it, they'll just keep giving it to you. So it's nothing special about the cooking. I just like that it's some level of effort because you go. I'm one of the guys that say that these chicks can't cook today. They don't know how to cook. And a young lady who know how to cook, she can cook. If I ate like that, I would be fine with her cooking for me. And I think that's the stick right there. I think that spot right there is the stick, and that's what's moving her. Right. It's relatable, and guys be like, chicks don't know how to cook. She clearly knows how to cook, and other than ordering, what the hell is that? What's that stuff? Grubhub, not Grubhub.
DoorDash and all this.
DoorDash and Uber Eats and all that. I cook 90+% of what I eat, so
there you go.
I'm a cooker, so I appreciate it. So I think it's decent, though. But if we can get 3 to 5% of the women that watch her videos to start cooking too, I think that's a win. Maybe not a big
and I appreciate your shifting. You kind of shifted my perspective a little bit, right? I mean, I'm still what I'm on, but you're right. I got to look at it more like that. If we can get, at least, like you say, a respectable single-digit percentage of women to make the shift. As long as the image impact is kept at a minimum, or as long as the women that do get on board with that do something that can offset the image denigration potential, right? Like, because I don't want people to think all of our women are twerkers.
Indeed.
Because they're not.
Right.
But you ladies do need to know how to cook. I mean, my wife can cook like a dream.
I mean, that's it's interesting. These two things are going on at the same time. I know I think you was in the chat when I was talking about Travis Hunter, his girl.
Yes, I was. Yeah. That was interesting too. Yeah.
And Ron Chan. That again. This is real shocking. It's been a lot of shocks. This has been a shocking week on what's popular. But how you want to read that?
Yeah, and I think she's just summarizing kind of what we're agreeing on here. So she definitely could use some cooking lessons, but she's on to get attention. Her message is solid, but the twerking half naked kills it for most people. You know, I think that's just a roundabout summarization or paraphrasing of what we've already discussed. I mean, and this is a good thing. You know, people are really understanding objectively what's happening here. You know, for better or for worse, there is a benefit to what she's doing, and there's a potential, um, not so desirable effect. But I'm just glad the conversation is being had in solidarity. You know what I mean?
If
Um,
people think that she's some new or outlier, she's not. She
she's
is
not.
not the new or the. And I'm talking completely content creator and cooking and female and
Yeah,
half.
yeah,
She is
yeah.
not new. Listen. I seen a wife. It's a lady
Mhm.
that's a wife. It's an older light skinned lady that's a wife. That all her thumbnails is her butt, with her
Whoa,
butt, her cheek showing in front of the stove. Hundred
really?
thousand plus subscribers. I've seen that. It was another chick, light skinned girl out in Cali. Same deal. I've seen a lot. I've seen that. That happens now. I haven't seen nobody really twerk, but I've seen that same type of angle. Women cooking with almost nothing on, or thick, big breasts, big hips, and stuff like that. She's not new. That I've seen that for years now. So it's just interesting. It's just interesting. That's what I'm saying. I'm using what I've known, what I've seen. The only thing why this girl is blowing up is because she's young. She's a lot of what women are afraid of. Well, young certain females are afraid of. Yeah, yeah. I'm listen. Now go don't lie. I'm like, I like food. I like women. Let me look at both of those.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing that. I think it's clear that it's just interesting. It's just clear to me that women don't like her, but y'all the ones that's pushing them. There's certain females that don't. I should say females. There's certain females that don't like her, don't like what she's doing, but it's y'all that's pushing it. Same echo, I guess. They say
Mhm.
history don't repeat, but the echoes of what happened with Kevin Samuels. You don't like him, but you keep sharing them and making them popular. It's weird. What is it like? Either you die here or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain, or we create our own demons type of thing. It's weird to see
Yeah,
that this
yeah.
algorithm continues to reproduce on a consistent basis. Because like I say, she says if she wasn't talking about cooking for your man, these bras wouldn't. That's exactly my point.
That's what you were saying. Yep, there you go.
People see it. And that's the dope part about it. It's enough adults that's watching it that's going, I know what's going on with this.
Yeah.
It's been women that was straight feminists that's just calling it out. I'm like, wow, y'all calling out the women for this? Leave that girl alone. Let her do her thing. That's what I would expect it. I expected to have a different conversation of women just justifying it, not a lot of women hating on it. You got women after women after women calling these women out in her chat and her comment section about you just hating on this girl saying she can't cook. She's like, what? So I don't know. Lost cause type of thing. They don't even know what they're fighting for no more.
Yeah, yeah. No, like I said, man, I'm down for the cause. You know what I mean? I'm down for the promotion of cooking for your man, be sexy for your man, cater to your man. Of course, it goes without saying, the man has to warrant it.
Indeed.
I'm not going down that road, but make no mistake, I'm not delusional. But for the men out here that deserve the thing, do the thing. You know what I mean? Like get it cracking, especially if you're in search of said man, this man that you want. You got to know how to seek, locate, ensnare, and keep this man. And a lot of what she's saying to do is precisely down the path to that. And maybe I need to reevaluate. I'm just so wrapped up in the image piece, right? I just think just toning it down, or maybe being a bit more suggestive rather than provocative. You know what I mean? Because there is a certain sex appeal that can come with mystery or with the art of suggestion rather than the art of provocation.
Honestly.
You know what I mean?
Respect the craft. I feel you.
Yeah. I just, and maybe I'm a little old school too. Maybe I gotta keep up because I think about my grandmother, specifically my paternal grandmother, she was definitely shit. Let me find a picture, and I have her wedding picture, and this will tell you everything you need to know about what I'm saying. But like growing up with her, I'm like, Grandma, what are you talking about? This isn't even that lewd. This ain't lewd at all. Like this is Mickey Mouse, you know. But how can you? I mean, but God bless her soul. Here, but I gotta show you this shit. She was very much the ladies' lady. I mean, born in 1917. I just gotta get a picture. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, she's deceased now. She died. Yeah. But just to make the point. Yeah, let me find it. I gotta have her wedding picture. All right, let's see. Boom. Actually, I'll show you two pictures of her, and it'll tell you exactly what. I just don't want to. I think what's happening is I could be turning into her a little bit, you know. All right, here. Bang. Let's see how you share this. I feel like her now dealing with this technology. I'm being all slow with this shit.
Yeah, make sure you hit the like button. Say it to your mom.
Yes, yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, yep. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I got it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, hit the like button. All right, cheers.
I do think she can build off of it though, from where she is. Oh,
that ain't it. Yeah. See, old on Facebook.
If she positioned herself to where it depends on, I guess, wow, I don't know.
That's my paternal grandmother. You know, so you can tell she's very much. And then here's a picture of her. Let's see, before she passed. Here she is before she passed.
That's your father?
That's my old man. Yeah. Yep.
Like copy. It ain't even. It's not a single deviation in gene. It's like literally the same person twice. Like copy.
It's great.
Wow.
Yep. People say that all the time. And people say my daughter is like right in line. She's
yeah. She did. She definitely did.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's my old man. Then wait. And then this is, let me see. Oh, this is my mother and father.
Okay. Mama. Yeah. Actually, you look like your mom a lot too.
Right.
I literally I just was saying that about Aaliyah. Like this is my first time seeing Aaliyah's dad. I'm like, she looked just like her dad. Then I pull her mom up. I'm like, damn, she look like her mom too.
Wow, right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's no denying who made me. Like if you see me next to my mom, people are like, oh, you made him all by yourself. And then you see me next to my dad, it's like, well, wait a minute. You made him all by yourself.
That's amazing how people look exactly like we're both parents. That's the dope thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe some self reevaluating. But I still stand firm on keeping a tight leash on our image and the way we present it, maintaining control. And especially because Black women oftentimes complain about they're being over-sexualized. And, I agree. I'm not happy with the over-sexualization of our women. Now, but granted, a lot of times it's self-imposed or self-inflicted.
That's what I was going. They doing it themselves right now. I mean,
she's the perfect themselves.
She's the perfect example. They're just not on. They're not on the same page.
Right.
We're not a monolith. Y'all need to be closer to one if you want. I mean, what you want me to do? Like, it's too many arguments. Y'all got to make sense at some point. Yeah. The narcissisthood has to come together to figure out what you want to do. Because your own is fighting against you. Then you want to get up and grandstand and go, oh, you meant this, you meant that. Well, I'm going to point at those chicks over here. Same way you put that our worst, I'm going to point at y'all worst and go tell that to them.
Right.
At some point, because that's where we're getting it from. Oh no, it's just because no, that's sitting trying to convince me that I'm a terrible person because I have eyes. That's not gonna work.
Exactly my point. That's exactly what I'm saying. And I'm not going to complain because I'm a man and I have. Where's my wife? Okay, yeah. Look, I'm. What do you expect me to do? I mean, it looks great. It is what it is. You know, like the eyeballs like it. But it's bigger than that.
I'm sitting there trying to eat, and her, you know, her titties is on my fingers. You know, what do you want me to do? I'm just coming out of her shirt. But I think what Kaya though, and whatever copycat's gonna come, because that's how women are. They copy. They be already copying off her. But what happens with the image though? She's gonna pigeonhole herself. She's gonna put herself in a box, really, where, like you said, Michelin star chef, they may not want to deal with her unless she goes make a grand statement of, oh, I want to change my image. But where she is, she's gonna ride this for at least 8 months to a year for her catchphrase, and you know, the hip hop type of places, the more podcast type of, she'll probably end up on a podcast more than likely. She'll talk with herself, probably like Angel Reese or somebody like that.
Yeah,
ride this out, and then, you know, if she really does have that culinary heart, if she really loves that craft, she has an opportunity. What I'm saying, I don't think she will do it, but she have an opportunity to jump up there with some of those bigger food content people, and they make money. I mean, they just on YouTube. The guy I watched cooking with grilling, I think it's JB or Obi. I forgot his name. Is it 2 initials? I mean, he got spatulas, he got seasonings, he got all types of stuff that he markets through his business, through his YouTube, million subscribers and stuff like that. A guy out of California, he got like green eyes. I learned a lot of stuff from him. He don't cook nothing vegan, but I'm like, yeah, I stole a lot of stuff from him. So she can make, she can really monetize it, man. She can make a cooking with Kaya smock. She can make a twerk skirt. She can monetize it, but to the point of the image, it's gonna last for a minute. But other than that, she's gonna kind of be pigeonholed to have the same stick for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And
I think you're right. She can monetize the sexy and cooking image if she just toned down the sexy just a little bit, or just made it approachable or saleable. You know what I mean? Just took out some of the raunch and did away with the whole threatening to take other people's men. Natasha Vincent said it best in the second sentence she types here. It wasn't just on camera or in parentheses, overtly threatening to take other people's men. I think that is a poor taste statement when she says, you better go cook for your man. If you don't, I will. As true as it may be.
Right.
You know what I mean? And as powerful and impactful as that statement may be, it still is, I think, it's with poor taste.
It's raunchy.
It is just a bit raunchy. I think if she toned that, and here's the thing, like her image, she is in great shape. She's young, you know what I mean? She's relatively attractive. She ain't nobody's Salma Hayek, but I think she's better looking than, you know, a few that are out here. She's an attractive young lady, right?
Yeah.
If my oldest boy brought her home, I'd pat him on the back. Okay, son, you know, he definitely get, you know, handed the old condoms and keys to the car. But you know, I just think that with a little polishing and, you know, a little class and a little, you know, consideration and tweaking of the menu, you know, bring a healthier component, upscale it just a touch, just so you capture more of an audience rather than those who just sheerly cannot cook. But you start to capture those who can cook, but maybe you can teach them something new, because you made a baked potato, sweetheart, and okay, so the cheese sauce you made with the bechamel sauce. What else are you going to teach us? But if you're showing us beef bourguignon from ground zero, if you're just that next step is all it would take, then I think she would have a hell of a
I mean, I think like I said, she's laid down enough to take it a lot of different places. But I agree with you that she really in position to. That's why my angle is, if she get 3 or 4% 5% of these women that start cooking, because now you're in a position where you can start to bring in some of these high level chefs, do collabs with them, or even yourself really expand on the culinary art skills. And that, to keep your man home type of deal, you can play on that.
You hear that, Cooking with Kid? If you need a culinary consultant, hit me up.
I know I can help Kaya in a minute. I know we got to listen. When I tell you my favorite person on YouTube is in the chat, Natasha Vincent. All YouTubers, mods, Natasha Vincent is my favorite. If Natasha Vincent mentored Kaya, Lord, that is like literally my favorite person in the space. I don't know why. I'm gonna do the best I can to gotta get her back on panels. She only did like 2-3 times. But she, it's like, and this is my point of bringing her up is it's not just embarrassing because she don't like attention like that. But she is the example of, she's like kind of the example of like more women that more young women need to see how she speaks, like she's like literally the type of person that you want women to be like. You want them to be around people like Natasha because she handles, 100%. Like you can see her in the chat, she handles awkward situations at such a high level. Like she knows how to diffuse situations. She knows how to absorb. She has witty jokes, but the way she thinks and speaks, she the type of woman that, I'm like, that's why I tell my daughter to go listen to. You know what I'm saying? So she...
Oh, no, 100%.
Yeah.
I agree. I interfaced with, I remember back when the hashtag Team Asia first came, remember that?
Yeah.
Around that time is when I first began to interface with her. And everything you're saying is 100% true. I mean, she kind of reminds me of my wife. She has the temperament, the decorum, the class, the intelligence, the sense of humor, the calm, the look. She's definitely a lady of ladies. You know what I mean? And I agree. I see her on your show, and when we were doing the Food for Thought, I could tell she's very well versed in the culinary world. Her input and commentary, was on a very high level. You know what I mean? And like she's interfaced with my wife on a couple of our panels, and they get together famously. They get along famously. It's like looking at the same woman talk to it. So and that's See, there you go. And that's high praise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is extremely high praise to give. So yeah, shout out to Natasha. Do what you got to do to get it started, man. And if you guys get started, you have my support 100%. I would love to be a part of that.
And I know she like I don't try to embarrass her because she don't like all that attention. I used to share
isn't it? That's part of it. Like that's how it's supposed to go.
Just like earlier, right? When I was criticizing
she and my wife, Pinterest buddies,
I was even earlier when I was criticizing the young girl that's with Travis. I've even said in my video, man, your voice have to be just as loud when you want to praise women or whatever. Like if I'm like I started this because I got on the internet. I would criticize cops on a consistent basis. So then when I see cops that go above and beyond, I say, you know what? I have an obligation to be just as loud when they go above and beyond.
Right.
So I've been doing that since. Since I can get on the internet and these that did it. I have an obligation. So when I I have very hard criticisms of women. So when I see a woman like Natasha Vincent or whoever, I'm going to be just as loud and use them as an example. Even if she definitely relates to the situation, because you'll see a young lady like Kaya in a room with a lady like Natasha, Natasha can commit. I'm not even saying, this is not theory. I've watched Natasha do this in real time, in real life. Mm-hmm. She has an effect on younger women. And
I can see that.
She has an effect on a lot. She changes the environment. Mm-hmm. And that's what we need. You know what I'm saying? It's just interesting to see all these different dynamics of what we want women to be. We have women right amongst us and we don't acknowledge them.
There's so many, and we have to acknowledge, and I acknowledge them all the time. My wife is one. Natasha's, my mother's one. This is these Claire Huxtable types, right? Yeah. They're they are out here, brothers. That's why I can't get all too deep into that red pill manosphere shit. Although I am, I'm pro guy and I understand the plight of the male.
Right.
There's beautiful examples, some beautiful specimens out here. You got to get on it, and they ought to be praised and adored and cherished and loved. Yeah, no, there's some ladies out here, bro.
Yeah, I know it's difficult. Listen, I got child alienated for 100, no, it was like 200, 100 some days. I know the real red pill rage when the family court aspect. So I went through and I understand the anger and the hurt and the true pain when your baby being kept from you and you lied on and all that. And I get it, but at the same time, you got to preserve your soul. You can't let circumstance dictate you and undermine everything you work hard for up to that point, even if you're young, 18, 19, 15.
Especially if you're young, because you got the whole road ahead of you.
Exactly. That's an even bigger point, especially if you're young. You know what I'm saying? Because you got way more to go.
Way more to go.
This little bump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can't let it dictate you. You got to really take a break and breathe there sometimes. And like I said, it will fill your soul when you start to go, I think this one thing is bad. Okay, so when that thing is giving you what you want, or what you think it should be, you have an obligation for your soul to acknowledge it. So you can let your soul know that there is some there's some light at the end of the tunnel type of shit. And it's just cool. So like even back to the topic of Kaya, I'm like, oh, there's another chick twerking, but I'm just at the same time, I'm like, yeah, this is raunchy. I guess like war tactic type of shit. How can I use this to my advantage?
Yeah.
That, and what good can we see out of this? What good comes from it? Yeah. And I just think that's how I look at it. Now we'll see how she take it from here. She said, honestly, Aaron, she don't seem to be. It's raunchy. Let me be clear. It's raunchy. I'll take your man. All of that is out of control. Standard issue. We understand this. It's social media. You got to be flamboyant. You have to, but if you, the way it looks, it appears to younger generation or the inexperienced that you have to be bizarre and all that. So I get that. It's entertainment in the end of the day, but people take it personal. So the spraying I think the raunchiest stuff she does is spray the whipped cream in her mouth. I don't even know how that's legal. I don't even know how that's not get bad. Like I was like, okay, what's going on with that. But that's the raunchiest thing. I'm gonna take your man, the twerking, like that. Those three things are definitely inflammatory type of deals. But I think if she can get enough girls, scare enough girls into, damn, my man he do be saying, can I cook? If she can get them to just start, young ladies, just start reading the back of the box. That's how I started to cook.
That's it. That's
why I said, you know what? I don't want to ask my mother for help because my mother got a culinary arts degree, so she's the teacher how to cook and all that. Start reading the back of the box and just start adding to that. That's you know what I'm saying? That's it. Start adding to it. Like, let me add some butter to this and take. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Get in there. And YouTube is man. It will have you looking like you was trained when you watch some of the videos.
Do what my wife does, man. Check out Pinterest. She tries new recipes. She'll come home with a cart full of groceries. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm gonna try something out. I will get down for dinner, and I'm like, the fuck is this? It's like Pinterest, and even then, it's not just Pinterest. Shit, like you just said, she'll make it her own thing. She'll use Pinterest as a guide or scaffolding, right? And then put into it her own signature, touches and what she likes or what she wants it to be. I said, you know what? That's how, a lot of chefs do it in restaurants. They go to another man's place and see what he's doing, and then they tweak it, twist it, make it their own, throw it on the menu. You know what I mean? So that's how you do it, man.
As another inspiration to the young women. As a young man in my 20s, when I was out here in these streets, the women that I remembered was the ones that cooked for me. I ain't gonna say that hold you. That's the ones I remember. I'm not gonna take, but get a body count stuff. I was out of control. I ain't gonna say that lie to you. Between 19 and 24, I was a terrorist. I should have got locked up for what I was out there getting away with in life. but
Yeah.
I made it, and I genuinely remembered the women that cooked. That's the ones that stood out. That's the ones that I called back. That's the ones I tried to be in relationships with. It's the ones that cook. I'm telling you, you want to stay on a man's mind and put some nutrients in it. That's all. That's what I think.
There you go.
Help you out. But at the same time,
There you go.
so let me
True indeed,
change.
man. Like you, man. I was when I was in the club business, but the ones that cook.
I think you cut out a little bit. What'd you say? You said when you was in the club business.
Huh? Yeah, no, I was saying when I was in the club business, the women, like you said, I'm not gonna. My wife is white. Well, she knows, but the ones that stand out, even over the finest ones, are the ones that can cook.
The ones that can cook, yes. They don't be the finest ones. They don't always be the finest one. You be shit. Out of the top 10, 2 maybe can cook. Like can cook. They know how to cook shit from scratch. But you know,
Yeah.
I'm not one of
Right,
those guys that's like I say, I'm vegan now, so I'll cook. I like cooking. So I'll help you cook. I'll help you with the dishes. I don't care about that. I don't care about that type of stuff. I want the dishes done because I want you in the room after we eat. So I know I can do dishes way faster than you. So
there you go.
Way fast. Everything. So get your ass. I got this. Just go get your ass in the bed. I'll be up there.
There you go. Yep. There you go.
Yeah. So
and you know what? Brothers, get on your cooking game. They're not the only ones that should know how to cook.
Oh,
I think when men cook, we actually make better cooks than women.
Yeah, that's a fact. And you
know
want women to love you, cook. What?
Listen, cook, dudes, get on your game. Learn to cook if you don't know.
Yeah. That is I think out of all my years, I don't think guys have utilized that and or talked about it enough online. It's women love men. I seen some chicks recently say, I don't like men to cook. Man, they playing. Women love men to cook. Women love women that you're supposed to be in a relationship with. Women that you may, skeet and beat and dip.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't. The women that you're supposed to be in a relationship with, they love a man that can cook.
Yep.
Because they'll be like, "Oh, baby, you be in the store like, oh, baby, can you make me this? I'll make you that, baby. I love
anything.
Yeah, they get all. I don't know why do y'all grab our arm when you tell us what you know what I'm saying? Like they grab your arm.
I
love when you. I just love you. Your spaghetti. It's something different about your spaghetti. I'm not because never mind. Just a family channel.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Oh, I caught myself. Woo!
Oh shit.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I caught myself. I was about to say something more.
Right there on the edge, boy.
So close. One thing I've never been good at is baking. I hate flour. I just started baking. I'm not a baker.
Me
that's
neither.
just what I do.
That's my wife.
I force myself because I don't like flour and I don't like to mess the flour.
That's my wife, not me, bro.
Yeah, I force myself to use it because I make vegan waffles from scratch, so I use spelt flour and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
For my son, I'll do it. I'll do it for him, but I don't like it. I ain't that type, and I don't have patience.
Yeah,
I don't have the patience. I'm not the type of guy.
Yeah,
for
me neither.
baking. I'm tired of walking back, and I'm just I don't know. My son did that to me while I'm cooking. He just come in there and look. I'm like, yo, go stop it. Leave me alone. Come help her to go sit down. You know what I'm saying? So it's just in our blood to be she said he make bread. Playboy said he make a red velvet cake. Oh, that's crazy.
Make a mean red velvet. Well, there you go.
I suck. I am a novice at baking. I'm not
a baker. Yeah. I'll leave that to my wife, man. Like you said, it's something it's the flour alone. I don't like it. Flour is for roux and fried chicken.
Thank you. Well, I don't even make fried chicken, but it's for roux. That's all I use it for. I use it for roux and to make waffles. I don't touch it outside of that at all.
Yep. There you go.
It's not me. I hated frying chicken. I didn't even do that. I would let a girl do that. I hate flour. And that's not it's consistent because I hate beach. I don't like sand. I don't want to be around it. It stay with you for 11 months after you have been there, and I don't want to part. I'm just
You said the beach?
beach. I don't like it because I don't like sand. It irritates my
I
soul.
mean, damn, man, we kindred spirits, boy. My wife, man, I hate the beach too. I mean, I go. My wife loves it, you know, but we got a family has a big, beautiful beach house down in Cape May. You know, we go once a year for Father's Day, believe it or not. You know, so I take her when she wants to go, but I'm a mountain man. I was in the mountains the other day up in Syracuse.
I'll hike. I like
hike. Exactly. There you go. There you go. Yep. Upstate New York, Adirondacks, the Poconos, all. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. I can hike. We went to the Poconos, and we hiked, and like at the top of the mountain was like blueberries.
Yeah.
And
wild blueberries, man. People don't know.
Ooh, eating wild blueberries off the bush. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's different. I was crazy. Like, what?
Yeah,
instant brain reaction. I'm like, yo,
yeah.
So I don't mind hiking.
I like being down here with like in Harper's Ferry, like Western Maryland, West Virginia, Virginia, like Potomac River.
Yeah.
Over by the Appalachians. We hang out down there in the summer.
Yeah, it's some good. It's definitely foresty in Maryland.
Yeah.
Live at the beach. I don't know how y'all. I hate the beach, bro. I've never liked it. My cousin threw. We was sand fighting, and he threw sand, and he threw it, and I turned around, hit me right in my eye. I hated. I've hated the beach ever since because the sand was scratching my eyeball.
Yeah.
The week after.
Yep.
It was hard to get the sand out of my eye. I've hated it ever since.
Yeah.
And then like you go, it lives with you, and I hate it. I don't like it. But I
got sand in my boat shoes to this day. I wear boat shoes without socks, right? And I always wear them at the beach. And year round, whenever I put on my boat shoes, sand in them. God damn it.
I can't stand it. Be in a car.
Yeah. She said, sound like me with apples. Yeah. Fresh apples in them. Oh man.
Oh, off the tree. I did that too. That's the two. That's the two fruit I've eaten off in my life. Eating off the tree is
blueberries and apples.
Blueberries and oh my god. I swear. It was. I could tell you the street off of Liberty Heights and Callaway. They used to have apple trees. I had a headache. I was walking up to the friend of my house, and I didn't even know nothing about this. I was like, the spirit moved me because I never did this a day in my life. They had apple trees for the longest. Even when I was a little baby, I think they moved them now. And like the foreigners would come grab them off the tree for free. I ate that apple. I had a headache. I ate that apple. I got 3 steps from the tree and it was gone. It stayed gone.
Gone. Yeah.
Gone.
Yep.
I said, what the hell?
Yep.
Your whole body thinking about afterwards. They'd be like, you ain't wash it? No, I didn't. I thought the birds will piss on it. It'd be the car exhaust that go by the tree. It's like it was literally in a medium right there on Callaway off of Liberty Heights.
Yeah.
And so the cars would drive to and fro. What is it? East and west? Yeah, north and south. Northbound, southbound. And that was gone. I felt great. That was the first time. So that changed my life. So yeah.
And I bet you it tasted like an apple. Didn't it make all apples taste bland and it was sweet and juicy like never before? And
the greatest apple I ever had in my life. Never had it since. I need to go to. I want to do that again in life. I need to whoever growing a real apple. I need to go do that again.
Yeah.
Blueberries changed. I kept eating them. I was fat anyway. I needed to hike up a mountain and eat some blueberries.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. So I don't know. It's just I want to see where this goes with Kaya.
Yeah.
It's just interesting. It's interesting. It's weird. But I don't. So what do you think about what I was about Travis Hunter? If you remember what I said.
Yeah, I do. So that's another perspective that I have that's kind of unique. Being a former Division I athlete and an NFL hopeful. I was with you on that, and I want to know where the Gray Wolves and his wolf pack are. I want to know where his old heads are.
Yeah.
If I was an elder within his wolf pack, I'd say, look here, son. Nah.
Yeah, nah. It's just I don't. That's why it was frustrating to me because I'm like, this is why these little boys go through what they're going through because you got a pack of people
What they
just
going
saying a
through.
bunch of stupid stuff that just doesn't make any. All the men that know better, immediately everybody,
Exactly.
no, she not it. No, everybody is saying
Exactly.
no, nope. So it's like they want
Yeah.
to isolate these boys away from us.
Yeah.
That's what it's weird and it's dangerous to me. It's really dangerous to me.
Yeah.
Because it's clear and concise. I mean, it's they even the stuff they were trying to rebut me with. I'm like, bro. Shout out to the lady River TV, not one of them women that be calling women out and calling the freakery out. She showed three. She had all of them, all three situations and incidents where the little girl, his fiance, made the situation about her. And I'm like, I was saying about the one thing, like it's not going to stop. If you're doing this now, it's not going to stop. You heard me say,
it's gonna get worse.
Exactly, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And she's not for this.
Right.
She's not big enough. She doesn't understand. She's not for this. It's just,
right. Yeah.
I think Playboy said it too. She doesn't understand the moment. She's making it about her. I did the best I could to explain to them. I have been through football practice. I know how hard it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 3 days. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
To be in practice, 90-something degrees with them pads on. His kid did it for 12 years of his life at a minimum.
Yeah.
He is the top 1%. He's like 0.100. He's a Heisman Trophy winner. You understand this. Not only is he a Heisman Trophy winner, he's a 1%er of the Heisman Trophy winner who played both. We've never seen this before. I've never seen anybody like him before.
Yeah.
He got flaws. He got things. He's a small screen. I've never seen nobody play 140 plays a game. I don't even know what that's about. Charles Woodson, as close as I can think. Charles Woodson. He did return and he did some offensive plays. He might have did, I don't know. 80 plays a game. I've never seen nobody like him. So he's the rarest, and he's worked his whole life to get right here, and you keep making it about you. Then people at the meet and greet didn't come to see that little girl. They came to see him. What am I supposed to do? Just sit here? Yeah. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do the Heisman pose? You didn't do anything. Like if you'll sit down, it's just weird, man. Oh my god. Just that alone. He wasn't really my type. What? He wasn't your type.
That one right there, man, listen. And see, like my wife, for example, met me before I got really she met me right when I started getting big, right? But it was never about the football. And as a matter of fact, she let me go, I said, babe, look, I don't know. This settling down shit ain't for me right now. And I went off and played football in college, and she remained by my side as a friend the whole time. And then it got worse. I joined the Marines, and now I'm gallivanting around the world acting like I don't have sense. And she remained by my side as a friend. And then I come home and get into the nightlife business. I'm making 6 figures a year. I'm bought nightclub. I'm acting like a proverbial. I went from the life of a fucking athlete to an elite service member to a local celebrity. And the whole time she was my friend, and she stayed my friend as she was from the beginning. When she met me, it was never about the football. She was one of the only people I confided in that I didn't even like playing football. I only did it because I had the talent to. And she understood that. If she'd hit me once with this, you weren't my type shit, fuck you. And I married her years later, but I married her. And I'm not letting her go no fucking where either.
Amen. Yeah, I don't. That's it.
But what he has is the opposite of what I got.
Yeah.
It's the exact opposite of what I got. And I could see it. I could see it because I was in his shoes. I mean, I was an elite athlete, and he surpassed me tenfold. And I was as high as you could go. And I'm telling you, I'm looking right at it. That ain't what you want, son.
Hell no. That shit terrifying. That's why I was up there like he was my damn son. That's how I was looking at it. If he was my son, if you can get the fuck away from that weird, you get away from that girl. That girl was that's a little.
Yeah.
I put it in the chat. She is setting him up to legally rob him. She don't care about that boy.
Yeah.
This is the part that was stupid. I didn't even notice when I was up there. I've heard that since I got off the panel.
Mm-hmm.
So they're acting like, oh, she's cleaning him up and making him monogamous. Like, hold on, no.
No, she ain't cleaning him up. That's not what that look. My wife cleaned me up. She ain't cleaning him up. That's not how that goes.
Aaron, they said that she said he wasn't his type. She wasn't her type because he was a cheater. Oh, he was in her inbox. And he already had a girlfriend. And he wasn't her type because he was a cheater. So why are you with him now? It doesn't make any sense. If he was in your inbox and he had a girlfriend, why are you with him now? Why would that change? I'm just like, okay, let her be dumb. The people that's defending her, why are y'all that dumb? What are we talking about right now? It
don't make sense.
If he cheat on it, are y'all gonna say she knew that already? No, you gonna say these black men, this, that, the third. Like, I'm good, bro.
This is how the story should have started. You read that? I
loved you from day one. Shout out to that.
That's how it should have started. But no, you're right. You're right, World Class. I don't get it. I know. I know.
I was like,
what's going on? What is this?
What planet I wake up on? I got the space stone. Did I?
You can't square that circle to me, man. I don't get it.
You defending this? I don't know, man. It's just.
You need to go find Cooking with Kaya and settle down.
I'm saying that's why Cooking with Kaya looks so good. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Go find Kaya. She'll take care of you.
Kaya will drive you crazy.
Oh, that would be an empire, though. Man, forget about Jay-Z and Beyonce. Them two get together.
Hell yeah.
This shit made.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you going to bed, dear? All right. Good night, sweetie.
Night. Good night, sweetie.
Yeah, man. You kidding me? That would be the move. Them two, he could tame her ass down, just polish up the image.
Yeah.
And then he could be the success story for her. See, ladies, see what I told you? And there you go. Off to the races they go. Oh, man.
And then she can say she really took somebody, man.
Somebody got there you go.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, man. One who actually, had it coming. Oh, boy.
I mean,
y'all hear this? You heard it here first. If y'all become a couple, listen,
listen, I just want 0.5%.
Invites, the World Class and the War Report.
That's 1.5% of the outcome. Of the results. I think Aaron take a good 5, for putting y'all together. That's all. Just for attendance.
That's it.
That's crazy, bro.
That's it. 0.5% and a private jet to the wedding. That's it. That's all I want.
This one, shit. Especially if she cooking. She gotta cook.
Oh, shit. Forget about it.
Dion had to help her.
That's it.
Should
I look.
What would you say? You probably. What'd you say?
Oh no, I said.
Yeah, Dion had to tap her for her to get up. Yeah,
Oh no, I ain't saying nothing. My shit is.
Yeah, you delaying. You coming in and out, and I think you're a delay.
I saw that.
So they it's just too much stuff. It's not good, bro. I mean, I don't even know how many times. Here's another example. It's easy for us to pick it out, but what was the girlfriend of the last Heisman Trophy winner? What did she do? Or fiance or wife? When the last time can you remember a girlfriend or wife or fiance from a Heisman Trophy winner? That right there should let you know what's going on. Why men are like, we should know who the hell she is. Why do we know her? Somebody made the comparison about, Aisha Curry. She was kind of doing this.
I can't.
And that lasted for like a month. Whatever conversation he had with her, she shut up when back when Jada was doing those red table talks and stuff like that. That's not about you. I watched I was thinking about, because of my experience earlier today, I was thinking about putting a compilation of responses about Kaya in a video and just showing it. Like the girl that moderate with Cam and Mace, she said the same stuff that we saying, and she a female, so it's not like no red pill thing. A lot of women are responding the same way. Like, this is not about you. If it what happened if it was your son?
Right.
We seen the thing. What I know you remember this. Maybe 3 years, maybe 2-3 years ago, with a white girl was the mama had to move the white girl up the screen while he was getting drafted and stuff like that. I forgot who that was.
Vaguely, it sounds familiar.
She had to she was rubbing on him, and when the camera came on, she started to lay on the shoulder, and the mom moved the white girl off of him, his girlfriend, fiance. Yeah. So it's
clout chasing, man. It's real.
Weird. These little boys, I gotta get protected. But we've seen this. I mean, this is a better story than the different young men that get those grape charges, the DV charges, and all those. We're thankful for that, but we still want to see these. I mean, especially Travis, man. Travis is it said a lot, but he is truly a unicorn, and we just want to see what he does. I'm so excited about seeing if he's offense or defense. Oh, she remembers, the mama came in there and made sure this girl wasn't robbing him of his moment. Like, that's the point of it. This is a little moment in time. This is a core memory for his life. He worked his whole life for this moment. Even the guy we talking about, who probably can't even remember who the hell he is because he probably cut by now. But this is an important moment for him. You got to understand, if they get that when they'll understand. Aaron, they will remember this. They understand this when it's Keke Palmer and her baby daddy.
There you go.
They remember it then. He need to pay the back seat because it's about her.
Right.
But now it's the opposite. Now they don't get nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Dwayne Wade, two-time, if not three-time NBA champion, need to take a back seat to Gabrielle Union. Okay.
Yep.
You remember that?
Yep.
And it was tripping me out. The girl up on the panel, I think her name Tiff, talking about, y'all not in those girls' relationship. Y'all wasn't in Cam relationship.
Yeah.
He not married to you. You in his business. You in the baby business. You in Nick Cannon business. Oh, okay. Akon business.
Yeah.
It's just,
especially Nick Cannon and folks like that. Oh man.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, this, he told him nothing. Okay. You not know you ain't married to none of these people, but you're in their business.
Yep.
That's what keeps the red pill and the manosphere going, when you have that hyper level of hypocrisy and incompetence. I just call it incompetence, because there's no way you thought this through.
Yeah.
For you to be coming here making these arguments that you make.
But that's the toxicity. That's how the toxicity thrives, because of material like this, because of relationships like that, and this kind of shit is what going viral. We're not seeing the wholesome, healthy, successful shit. We're seeing the toxic shit that everybody can latch on to, for better or worse, and that's
Hey. That with Mr. Thompson.
Yeah, about Simone Biles. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that kid that's a second or first. I think he played with the Packers. Crucified him. That's a fact.
Yep.
And they acting like they don't understand how important this situation is with Travis, man. Coming from the school he came, they were just lose. They just, what was they 1-12 or something before Dion got there? Had a 4-something year last year, turned it all around. His last home game at Colorado, she's taking that spot. She got to be asked to stand for his celebration when he win. Then the little meet and greet. That's just too. This is, what is that, a month of 2 weeks up?
And then sat right back down.
Immediately right back down. The next person that hugged him I just don't want to see stuff like that. If that was my son, I would be irate. I would be pissed. Now, the only thing I was aware of, I got to kind of dig some dirt and try to figure out something about his dad. He professed his love to his dad. His dad wasn't there, something like that. I got to look that up because that's all is. That's who we need to be. Like, why isn't he talking? Like, what the hell is wrong with him? Like, protect yourself.
I heard. Now, again, this is just hearsay and speculation. I've not done any research, but I heard that it's something with the law has him pinned down. Again, I don't know.
Oh, he got some charges.
Maybe he's got the bracelet, or maybe he's in the joint, or maybe some shit's pending. I don't know, but the law, what they say is the law has him where he can't move. So I don't know.
Okay, could be if he out, then he probably on probation or something like that.
Yeah, he might be out on that bracelet or something. You know what I mean? Well, my baby say, behind every great man should be a great woman, but in order to be great, she has to know her role and when to be a supporting cast member and not the man. You see,
Amen.
this is why I met. Look,
amen.
That's why she is my last name right there.
Hey, amen. That's it. That's what men want. That right there, not the stuff the sisters be talking about.
And that's why I uplift my wife as an example every single. I mean, you hear me on it. Every chance I get.
Yes, and you're supposed to.
These broads don't have a clue. You want to learn? You check out Joelle Wormley. She'll show you. She knows what to do.
100% of the time.
That's my baby, man.
You can go, and that's what's crazy. I'll be talking about the women. You can come to your channel and see how wives act. You can come to Hank channel.
Yep. Oh, Hank's wife was amazing. Yeah, man.
I'm not even in good. What's the name with this person I mentioned? You can go to Mr. He Said and watch Mr. She Said. If y'all know him, y'all know him, and see how wives act. He's enough wives in here. Bella Rings is his wife. You can go to God's channel and see wives and see how it's supposed to be done.
Oh, there's wives in here.
I say that specifically because women be like the feminists complain about being behind a man. Men that have wives that are doing their duties, those men put those wives up for people to see. Like, hey, this is why I'm where I am.
Yeah,
I couldn't have did this without her. So I don't. The standing behind a man and never being seen shit is not a thing. No. It's not real.
Anton Daniels picks his wife up all the time.
He does that too,
all the time.
So
no, and all the men in this space do. That's how you know where the good wives are, because these men can't shut the fuck up about them, and as they should.
Yeah.
All you can see where the good wives are because the men appreciate them. Yeah. We love our women. You know.
I mean, you get it. I mean, as a man, you got to give credit when credit is due.
You must.
Yeah, it's non-negotiable. Because that's what warrants you being credited.
Yeah, exactly. That's your credibility. Exactly.
So, and you got a girl that's your girl that's sacrificing with you. You better give her credit.
You damn right. You damn right.
So I've never seen men that I respect not credit their wives. I watch my mentor do it. Yeah, it's not even a thing. So shout out to y'all for that.
No, my wife is ride or die from bottom to the top. When she said for richer, for more, better or worse, I mean, it's that's it, man. Like, we in there, you know. And she is my proof of outcome.
Amen.
She is my result, you know.
So, yeah, man. Yeah, it's been fun. This been a dope.
Yeah, man. This was a good look. I gotta appreciate you coming up here and spending time with me, man. I just looked at the clock. This is great, man. Shout out to the ever so lovely Miss Natasha Vincent, Mr. Thompson in the building, some earlier supporters, Playboy Williams, my man.
Joel or Joel?
Joel, yeah, like Joel Embiid.
Oh, Joel, got you.
Joel, yeah,
Appreciate your love.
Yeah, yep. The Mrs. the First Lady of the War Report, my lovely wife. Almond Nyes was in the building. Of course, the man, the myth, the legend, the world class.
Appreciate you.
Oh man, you're my guy, man. I appreciate you, man. Go hit him up, man. Hit up his channel.
Yeah, thank you to the baby for letting daddy lending
Yeah.
daddy to us a little bit. You know,
Yeah,
sacrifice.
man.
The babies making sacrifices too. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
That's
we,
right.
we hop up on these panels. This is
Yeah.
time away from them, you know.
Yeah.
So we got
No,
to
my
make.
ladies got me covered, bro. I love my girls, man.
But yeah, but you know, we up, man. I've moved more to pre-records and videos.
I've noticed that. Yeah.
I've shifted. I'm doing a lot of experimenting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the range. I was spent so much energy learning skills and editing and video stuff. So I'm in my creative bag right now. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. We got a lot of stuff coming. I'm just practicing.
I could dig it. Yeah, same
I
man.
I got promises I gotta keep this Natasha Vincent because I told her I got some stuff coming, so I gotta, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah, same here, man. We are definitely, you know, shifting the channeling around and, you know, in a growing space. So no, I understand completely, man. I'm with you there. And like I say, when you and Natasha decide to you know, get up and get moving, you let me know, man. Collabos aplenty. I definitely want to support you guys from the front and the back, man. You guys are dope.
You hear that, Natasha? You got to do stuff.
Yeah, Natasha, come on up, man. I'll bring the missus. Yeah, Joelle and I, we were talking about doing something called 5 Minutes with the First Lady, and you know, having little segments and playlists for her. So maybe y'all can collabo remote or in person or whatever. Y'all got a Pinterest, you know, y'all got a Pinterest relationship going on. Y'all should spearhead the Pinterest maneuver in that world. Come up with something. Y'all got to get together, man. We'll support you.
Yeah, Natasha, hit me up. I got some ideas for you. I know you can do because there's some stuff that I want to do, but I know it's for you to do too.
Yeah, let's get together offline, man. You know how to find me. The four of us need to get together and have a chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Got me.
Sir.
I'm hustling, man. We out here working, so we appreciate you.
Absolutely. Mr. Thompson said, good show. Heading over to POV. Yeah, same here, man.
Yeah.
Yep. So you want to close us out with anything world class? Appreciate you, man.
Oh man, you know what I say, man. There ain't but two classes on this planet, never been three. You a world class or you outclass. And the question is not which class you want to live in. The question is which class do the ones coming behind you deserve for you to die in. On your feet, on your knees, respect the craft. Noble. We up.
God damn right. You heard it there first, folks. And as always, if you don't go when you want to go, when you do go, you find you've gone. Time for us to go. Take care of yourselves. Peace out.